Hi, my name is Jessica Nightingale, and I'm here in Catoosa, Oklahoma to present to you the blue whale. Began in the late 60s and completed in 1972 by the former zoologist Hugh Davis, the sculpture known as the blue whale has become an iconic part of my hometown of Catoosa. The whale was made as an addition to the Davis pond when the children asked for something to dive off of while swimming. Hugh hid the final design from his wife until their anniversary when he unveiled it to her as a surprise. The pond is located on the roadside of the famous Route 66. Since its opening, this monstrous attraction has been available for all to enjoy.
The blue whale is a concrete and metal structure formed in the loose cartoon interpretation of a whale. Hugh and his friend that could weld put together the metal frame for the structure and then covered every inch of it in hand-mixed concrete. The concrete adds a unique texture to the surface of the whale with contrasting pieces of light and shadow. Originally, the floor was made with redwood, but was replaced when the structure was restored in the 90s. The whale has a large, open, toothy grin that is the entrance, and a cleverly placed sailor's hat on the top of his head. Hugh's career as a zoologist surely influenced his inspiration to build his art in the form of a whale. Also, his wife's love of whales, as it was somewhat a gift for her, influenced his design. What began as a gift turned roadside playground became an image representing the glory days when family travel was prominent along Route 66. The bright blue that the whale is painted gives a nice contrast to the natural shades of the pond, trees, and grass around it. An interesting feature of this artwork is its functionality. The structure and surrounding picnic area provide a means of rest for weary travelers and a place for children to play. Not only a form of artwork, but a recreational area and historic image as well. The Catoosa whale is lightly influenced by the pop art movement. This movement was meant to brighten the reality of the day by taking what might be considered more mundane average items and bringing them into a more artistic light. The example in this situation comes from the imagery that the whale represents. It is an extreme cartoon likeness of a whale with its animated smile and non-proportional body. Its abstract form makes it approachable and suggests even more artistic forethought. The whale is a young form of Americana in its impressionable nature and its obvious influence on the lives of all who admire it. Also, in regards to folk art, one can see the amateur nature of the artist's talents. In this folk sculpture, the viewer can see much inspiration for future generations to come, as long as it is kept from disrepair.
My family and I live in a city steeped with Route 66 memorabilia. I first became interested when playing Tulsa in a Box, a city-themed Monopoly game we owned. I always chose the blue whale playing piece. I never got to experience the blue whale in its heyday, but through my research, I believe this is an iconic image and an example of life and travel before the introduction of interstate highways. I can only imagine the fun and great experiences travelers and locals had here, and I think it is worthy of being preserved as a historical piece of art.